Hello, welcome to Money Markets and Motivation with Mike. So let us go to our screens. Our word of the day starts out with amalgam. Amalgam is our word of the day. It's a noun, a mixture or blend. Let's quickly go over to our S&P 500 heat map, see where we ended up today. This still looks like yesterday. And here we are. It's another mix kind of day. Looks a little better than yesterday. Utilities, real estate, energy. Meta could have took a deep dive towards the end of the day, so a lot of selling in Meta for some reason before earnings, and we were a part of that as well. We actually got out of METU today, so that let us go over to our crypto. Cryptos keep kind of bouncing all around. So ETH is remaining stronger than Bitcoin at the moment. So that is that. And here we go over to, as we get at these peak levels in both crypto and the stock market, you might want to look at an account like this. It only goes up when the market goes up, does not go down when the market goes down. Stays level, goes up when the market goes up, stays level, and it beats index investing by about 5% per year and 12.58 versus 7.57. So that is a story with that one. If you want to learn more about that, please check in with me and tell you a few things about that type of account. Now we're going to go over to screens. This is Meta, which looks like it's heading to its 50-day moving average. So let us look at where the indexes ended the day. Pull back in NASDAQ a little bit. Equal weight in the NASDAQ is pulled back, but it's pretty flat for the day. S&P 500 pulling back 0.26%. The equal weight in the S&P is pretty flat for the day, holding steady. The Russell index, which has been a laggard for the last so many years, has a big pullback, 0.64% there. Has a lot of pharmaceuticals, biotech in there. The Dow Jones pulls back to its 10-day moving average off 0.41%. See what financials are doing, pulling back to the 10-day. ABWB is actually holding up pretty steady. That's good. Let's go over to the VIX. We'll adjust our chart here. The VIX actually got a pretty big bounce today. Came up to its 10-day moving average, up 8.41%. That's a nice move. We got aerospace is down 0.41%. Take a look at the treasuries. Huge drop in treasuries today, down 2.04%. And TBD, 20-year treasuries, big drop there as well, down 3.38%. Energy got a nice move above the 200-day moving average, up almost 1%. Communications with that big move down And Meta slices through its 20-day moving average, heading to the 50. Utilities, they got a nice bounce, up 1.15% today. See, take a look at Talon. This keeps going up. Vistra got a nice move up there, up a little over 1%. Real estate, big move in real estate today, up 1.66%, maybe with the drop in interest rates. Biotech is pulling back down. The other biotech holding up a little better, up 0.19%. IGV tried to climb and it then sold off towards the end. Pretty flat for the day. Technology, pretty flat as well. Infrastructure, pulling back slightly. Semiconductors, up. Take a look at NVIDIA, pulling back a little bit. And Broadcom is up. AMD, oh, got a nice move in AMD, up 2.18%. So let us move on to airlines. Airlines dropped down 1.74%. Leisure activities. Wonder what happened to that symbol. That has disappeared. Industrial is down to its 10-day moving average. Healthcare sold off big time and then bounced back. Consumer staples rises slightly. Building materials sells off and then tries to bounce back. Mining and metals is pulling back from the profit zone. Home builders pulling back to the 200-day. And uranium is pulling back as well. Not much of a move on Cameco. Big move down from Denison Mines, off 4% today. So that is where we stand right there. Let's take a look where the big money is flowing. Here's another semiconductor, Rambus. Wow, look at that move in Rambus, up 13.87%. Earnings up 48%. CyberArk Software. Got a huge move, 13.47%. Earnings aren't for 9 days. Looks like they hit the profit zone and pulled back a little bit. Synopsys got a nice move, up 7.29%. Commvault Systems up 18.26%. Largest volume since the base. And earnings surprise of only 4%. Cadence, Design Systems, what a gap up there. Their earnings are up 29%, up 9.74%. Celestica up 16.51% and jump in earnings up 54%. Chart Industries, well, look, that gap up 15.82% on earnings increase of 19%. Look at that huge blue tower there. Sanema up 22% increase in earnings, 0.79% increase in the stock value. Jones Lang LaSalle up 5.04%. Armstrong up 9.38%. Earnings up 29%. Look at that huge blue bar. And this is Richard Ellis Real Estate Group. Huge gap up 7.84% on earnings of increase of 47%. And this is the one we sold earlier in the week, and it really jumped up across 100 and then pulled back up 8% for the day. See what other interesting one. Globe Life jumps out of the pivot zone. This was your invitation to buy over here. Had a slight pullback on the next day. And look at all these blue towers, up 6.79%. Coherent gaps up 2.57% today. SOFI, a new bank in the area, gaps up and then really sells off, still up 6.57% on earnings of 700% increase. And finally, we're going to look at Olo. Has a cash offer, so I would stay away from this. But it gapped up today, up 3.16%. And as you can see, this is a power trend in force, 10-day above the 20-day, above the 50-day, above the 200. So as soon as that crosses in a stock, you can put on the gas, because that's generally going to take off for a while. So that is our story there. This little red box here, this is a sell area. You want to protect your capital when you're down 6 to 8%. And that is our chart reading for the day. We're going to head over to our quote of the day. Our quote of the day comes from Warren Buffett, one of the greatest investors of all time. The three most important words in investing are margin of safety. Yes, risk management is the most important, and I only know that too well. So that is our show for today. Go out there and do as good as you can. If you can help somebody in need, help them out, and we'll catch you back here tomorrow.